Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. The Cleveland Browns are entering a fascinating phase of their season, and it's all centered around the development of their young quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Yes, you heard that right. Sanders, the promising quarterback who has been making waves since stepping into the Browns lineup, is now the focal point of discussions on how the team's future could shape up. Coach Kevin Stefanski has been notably cautious, taking a week-to-week approach with Sanders, but there's a lot more beneath that cautious outlook. The Browns are clearly investing in Sanders' growth, and fans are eager to see how this experiment unfolds, especially with the stakes higher than ever. Sanders' debut was promising in many ways, especially considering the circumstances. Coming into Sunday's game against the San Francisco 49ers, Sanders finished with a solid 16 completions on 25 attempts, accumulating 149 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. His quarterback rating of 93.6 shows that he's capable of managing the game effectively, even if he's still adjusting to the speed of the NFL. The highlight of his performance was undoubtedly the 34-yard touchdown pass to Harold Fannin Jr., a play that perfectly showcased Sanders' arm strength and poise under pressure. He threw a precise, on-the-money pass on an out route, even as he was hit right after releasing the ball. That moment alone gave Browns fans a glimpse of the potential Sanders has to develop into a reliable starter. But of course, no performance is perfect, and Sanders missed some throws, especially deep balls to Jerry Jeudy and Isaiah Bond. Those missed opportunities are part of the learning curve, and Stefanski made it clear that Sanders is still building chemistry with his receivers. The fact that Sanders himself acknowledged he's not yet on the same page as his pass catchers speaks volumes about his attitude. He's aware that there's room for improvement, and he's eager to get better, which is exactly what Browns fans want to see from their young QB. As Stefanski pointed out, the key for Sanders now is to keep working, study more film, build trust, and get more repetitions in practice and game situations. What really stands out in all this is the coaching staff's approach. Stefanski is being very deliberate about how he handles Sanders' development, emphasizing that each game is a stepping stone. The NFL is the ultimate test, and the more experience Sanders gets against different defenses and coverages, the faster he'll improve. Stefanski highlighted that more game reps mean better understanding of complex defensive looks, which will help Sanders make smarter decisions and improve his accuracy over time. This is the kind of patience and strategic planning Browns fans should be proud of, building a quarterback's confidence and skills gradually, with a long-term vision in mind. Of course, not everything has been smooth sailing. There was a heated sideline exchange between Sanders and Jerry Jeudy during the game, which drew some attention. Stefanski was quick to downplay it, describing it as a typical part of football's emotional nature. These kinds of disagreements happen all the time in the heat of the moment, especially when players are competitive and want to perform at their best. Stefanski stressed that, like a family, the Browns move on from these moments, and it's not something to worry about in the grand scheme. That kind of passion can sometimes be a good thing. It shows players care deeply about the game and their teammates, and it's all part of building a resilient team culture. What's crucial here is the connection Sanders is trying to establish with his receivers, especially Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy, the Browns' top wideout, has had a bit of a slow start connecting with Sanders. In their 3 games together, Jeudy has caught 5 passes on 11 targets for 75 yards, which isn't eye-popping but shows potential. The deep pass they nearly connected on last week was a sign of what they can do when they're on the same page. Stefanski emphasized that building chemistry takes time, practice, meetings, film sessions, and game reps. It's all about understanding each other's tendencies and getting comfortable with the nuances of route running and timing. Jeudy, along with Cedric Tillman and David Njoku, are all in the process of building that rhythm with Sanders, and Browns fans need to be patient. The coaching staff is aware of the importance of this chemistry, especially on third downs and in critical situations. Sanders' sack on a crucial third down during the game was an example of a moment where experience and situational awareness need to improve. Stefanski described it as a learning moment, something every young quarterback faces. It's about understanding the game situation and making smarter decisions under pressure. Sanders is still getting used to the speed of NFL defenses, and those lessons are part of the process. Browns fans, remember, every rookie goes through these ups and downs. It's part of developing a franchise quarterback. Another intriguing aspect of the game was the fumbled snap by Harold Fannin Jr., which led to a turnover and a quick touchdown for the 49ers. Fannin, who scored a beautiful 34-yard touchdown earlier in the game, admitted he just didn't hold onto the ball well enough. With Jack Conklin out due to a concussion, there was some confusion on that play, and Stefanski acknowledged that they need to be sharper in those moments. It's all about execution and staying focused, especially with the kind of thin margins that can decide games. Fannin's honesty about the mistake shows the kind of mindset the Browns are cultivating, players who learn and bounce back stronger. Fannin also mentioned that he's still adjusting to the NFL, especially in terms of taking snaps and executing plays like a quarterback. He pointed out that although he never played quarterback in college, he has some experience from high school, and he's been practicing those skills all year. The NFL is a different beast, and even rookies like Fannin are learning that every play matters. Browns fans should see this as a positive sign, guys who are willing to learn, adapt, and improve even when things don't go perfectly. Stefanski also touched on some situational coaching moments, like the decision not to call a timeout during a late-game sequence. With Jack Conklin injured and Wyatt Teller coming in late, there was some confusion on the offensive line. Stefanski stressed that they're always trying to put players in the best position to succeed, and sometimes execution falls short. These are the kinds of lessons that, over time, will help the Browns become more consistent and sharp in close games. It's all part of the maturation process, and fans should feel confident that the coaching staff is committed to refining every detail. Looking ahead, Browns fans should be excited about the trajectory of this team. The development of Sanders is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. The offense is experimenting with new looks, trying to find rhythm and consistency, especially with young pass catchers still getting comfortable with their QB. The defense remains stout, and the coaching staff is working tirelessly to tighten up every aspect of the game. The division is getting more competitive, but Cleveland is positioning itself as a team that's building something sustainable, something that could contend for a deep playoff run, and with a bit of luck, bring another Super Bowl title back to the dog pound. The AFC North is one of the toughest divisions in football, loaded with talented defenses and explosive offenses. But the Browns are showing resilience, and their young core, led by Sanders, is growing stronger each week. The journey isn't over, and there will be bumps along the way, but this team's foundation is solid. The fans are behind them every step, cheering loudly and believing that brighter days are ahead. As the season progresses, expect to see Sanders continue to grow, the offensive chemistry improve, and the defense to tighten up even more. It's an exciting time to be a Browns fan, and the best is yet to come. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.